A line capital PQ measures 80 mm long in length. The point P is above HP and in front of VP by 20 mm and 30 mm respectively. The distance between the end projectors is 50 mm. The line is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. Draw the projections of the line and specify its true inclination with HP. So the point P is 80 mm, P is above HP and in front of VP by 20 mm and 30 mm respectively. So when you look from the front view, we can see the distance above HP, which is 20 mm. And when it is look from the front view, that image will going to fall on the vertical plane, which is small p dash. Then when you look from the top view, we can see the distance in front of VP, which is 30 mm. And when it is projected, that will going to fall on the horizontal plane, which is small p. Then the distance between the end projectors is given and the line is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. So once the line is inclined to VP at 30 degrees, that is the true inclination with respect to VP is given, and also a line capital PQ of 80 mm length is given. So when it is draw a line at 80 mm 30 degrees in the horizontal plane, because inclination with respect to VP can be seen in the horizontal plane. So that is the line what you are getting here, which is because it is the true inclination line, that is P is above HP by 20 mm and Q2 is also above HP by 20 mm. So that line is inclined at 30 degrees and it is 80 mm length. So we got this line, so which is when it is projected in the top view, you are going to get small PQ2. So this is the line which will going to be. Once you get this line, so you got the locus of Q in the top view. As we know, the distance between the end projectors is 50 mm. So here, the distance between the end projectors can be seen in both vertical plane and as well as in the horizontal plane. So from the XY line, you measure the distance of 50 mm and draw a projector here so that it will going to go to the locus of B in the top view. So you are going to get the small q, which is joint PQ with a dark line. So once you get this, as we know, the distance between the end projectors will going to be 50 mm. So that means you draw a line in the front view also. When you look from the front view, you can see that 50 mm, the distance between the end projectors. But here, he has not given the front view, but he has given the true inclination. So the true inclination with respect to VP is known, which is 30. So you are getting the true length. Once you know the true length, you can find the front view. So how? See, you know this line is parallel to HP. So since it is parallel to HP, so you are getting the true length here. So when you look from the front view, so that P is here, P dash, and Q2 dash will going to be seen here. So the line is parallel to HP. But now you got the front view for this true length line, PQ, capital PQ2. But actually the front view will not going to be, that Q2 dash will not be on this. Instead, it will be on the end projector line. So with P dash as center and P dash Q2 dash is the radius, you draw an R so that it will going to cut the end projector here. So now you got the locus of Q in the front view. So when it is projected, it is in space, you are going to get this line here. So here, when you want to find out so once you get this, now we want to find the true length in the so you make the line parallel to VP. So with P as center, by taking the radius of PQ, you rotate it such that both P, capital P and capital Q1 is in front of VP by 30 mm. Now the line is parallel to VP. So when you project it, you are going to get this as P dash Q1 dash. This will going to be the true length line. So the inclination made by that with respect to HP is theta, which is going to be shown here. Now when you are rotating like this, what happens? That means in the top view, you can see that PQ is rotated and make it parallel to VP. So you mark this point as small q1. So here, when you look from the top view, this is the projector where we're going to get the small PQ1 is the top view. Now similarly, with P as center, now we want to find out the true length in the horizontal plane. Of course, it is already there because with P as center, by taking the radius, you rotate it and make it parallel to HP. So you are getting this, since it is a true length in HP. So you are getting this. So this is how you will be able to analyze this problem in 3 dimensions. Now we will going to take up the individually. So what we have done is we have taken the true length in the vertical plane. So you have got the line here. So how did you got this line? Because you have the true length line and also its inclination. And we know the distance between the end projectors is 50 mm. Since the locus of Q is here, so you are going to get the top view. So once you get the top view, you rotate it, make it parallel to VP. So that means with P as center, you take the radius of PQ, you rotate it, make it parallel to VP. So that means both P and Q1 is in front of VP by 30 mm. Now the line is parallel to VP. So when you look from the top view, you are going to get this small PQ1. So then you are going to get the true length in the vertical plane. When it is projected, Q1 dash will be here, P dash will be here, join P dash Q1 dash. So this is how you are going to be able to find the true length in the vertical plane. So similarly, this is in the orthographic view also we have shown 20 mm, 30 mm, and then you know the locus of Q because we have the true length and its inclination. So then once you have the distance between the end projectors which cuts the locus of Q here, so you're going to get the small PQ. Then here when you make it parallel to VP and you make it projection when it is projected, you know the true length which is 80 mm. So with P dash as center, cut an arc on this end projector, so that you are going to get Q1 dash. As we know that small PQ1 is the one which is parallel to VP, so you are getting the true length here. So PQ, capital PQ. Then once you get this, you are going to have the locus of Q. So this is the inclination made by that with respect to theta. So this is how you have the initial step. Now in the second step, what happens is, now we need to find out the true length in the horizontal plane. Once you, of course, anyhow you are already having with the true inclination, you need not have to be found out, but even if you find, you are going to get the exact value. So once you have the distance between the end projectors, so it is the other reverse way. That means you are trying to find out the front view. So by projecting this to the front view and rotating such that this will going to fall on the end projector line, you are going to get this P dash Q dash. So this is how you will be able to analyze this in the sketchbook. First we are going to draw the XY line to draw the solution in the sketchbook. So first to draw that, first we are going to draw the XY line and you mark XY and VP HP. As we know that the distance above HP is 30 mm, above HP is 20 mm and in front of VP by 30 mm. So from XY line you measure 20 mm above XY line and draw a horizontal line, and 30 mm in front of VP, that is 30 mm below XY line, and draw a horizontal line. Consider any point and then draw a vertical projector so that it will cut both the lines at this point and at this point. You mark this point as small p dash and you mark this point as small p. Then we know that it is the true inclination and with respect to VP is given, and true inclination is given with respect to VP. So from P, by using the protractor, you measure an angle of 30 degree with respect to below PQ1, then draw an inclined line at 30 degrees, and then by using the compass, you measure 80 mm. With P as center, cut an arc on this inclined line of 30 degrees. Then join P and Q2 with little bit thicker than the XY line. So once you get this Q2, then draw a horizontal dash dot projector. So you are going to get the locus of Q in the top view. And you write small q in bracket, capital Q and capital P in bracket. Once you get this, so now as we know the distance between the end projector distance is given. So from this projector you measure a distance of 50 mm and draw a vertical projector such that it will going to cut the locus of Q in the top view here, and join P and Q with a dark line. Now as we know that this is the true inclination with respect to VP. So if it is the true inclination with respect to VP, so true inclination with respect to VP, it can be seen in HP. As we know, this is the true line in the top view. So that means its front view line has to be parallel. So that means P dash is above HP by 20 mm. So Q2 should also be above HP by 20 mm. So from Q2 draw a vertical projector and such that it will going to be projected in the front view till to the locus of P in the front view. Once you get this point, you mark this point as Q2 dash. With P dash as center, by using the compass, you measure a length of P dash Q2 dash, draw a smooth thin arc such that it will going to cut the locus, cuts the end projector line at this point, and you mark this point as Q dash. Then join P dash Q dash with a dark line. Then once you get this P dash Q dash, now you got the locus of Q in the front view. So draw a horizontal dash dot projector here. So now we need to find out the true length in the vertical plane. You make the line parallel to VP. So with P as center, by using the compass, you rotate PQ such that you make it Q1, that is PQ1 should be parallel to VP. That means P is in front of VP by 30 mm and Q1 should also be in front of VP by 30 mm. And then draw a vertical projector such that it will going to cut the locus of Q in the front view here. Then join P dash Q1 dash with a little bit thicker than the XY line. So as we know that PQ1 is the line which is parallel to VP. So you are getting the true length here, and write it as small capital Q, write it as bracket, capital Q in bracket and capital P in bracket. So this is how you will be able to solve the problem and show the dimensions of 20, 30, 50, 80. Then you measure the angle with respect to P dash Q2 dash and mark this point as theta. And then to measure the angle with respect to, so since he has given only the true inclination with respect to HP, so by using the protractor, you measure an angle of PQ1, P dash Q1 dash with respect to P dash Q2 dash, which is, that is the horizontal line. So the angle measured, always measured in counterclockwise direction, wherein the theta will be equal to 36.83 when you are doing it in computer, when you are doing it in manual, which will be 37 degree. So this is how you will be able to solve the solution given problem in the